Deep within the Indonesian island of Flores, a discovery was made that would shake the foundations of our understanding of human evolution. In 2003, a team of paleoanthropologists stumbled upon the remains of a diminutive species, later dubbed Homo floresiensis, or the hobbits. The fossils, found in Liang Bua Cave, dated back at least 700,000 years, providing a glimpse into the lives of these enigmatic creatures. The first findings suggested that Homo floresiensis stood at just over 3 feet tall, with a brain size roughly equivalent to that of early Homo erectus. As the excavation continued, researchers began to piece together the puzzle of the hobbits' existence. They found evidence of stone tools, hinting at a level of sophistication and the presence of charred bones, which led some to believe that they controlled fire. However, this notion was about to be turned on its head. The assumption that Homo floresiensis was a hunter capable of controlling fire was a notion that had been deeply ingrained in the scientific community. But a recent analysis of fossil animal bones has revealed a different story. The examination of dwarf elephant bones found on Flores suggests that the hobbits were, in fact, scavengers rather than hunters. This discovery has sent shockwaves through the scientific community, challenging our previous understanding of the hobbits' lifestyle and behavior. The analysis reveals that Komodo dragons, the apex predators of the island, took the best cuts of the dwarf elephants, leaving the remaining parts for Homo floresiensis to scavenge. This unique dynamic highlights the complex interactions between different species in the ecosystem of Flores during that time period. The parallels between this discovery and our early understanding of Neanderthals are striking. Just as our perception of Neanderthals has evolved over the years, so too is our understanding of the hobbits. We're forced to reevaluate our assumptions about these ancient human species and their place within the grand narrative of human evolution. The more we learn, the more we realize how little we know. The mystery of the hobbits' ancestry deepens, and we're left with more questions than answers. What drove these creatures to the island of Flores? How did they adapt to their environment? And what ultimately led to their death? The search for answers continues, and the story of the hobbits remains one of the most captivating enigmas in the field of paleoanthropology. In the world of paleoanthropology, every new discovery offers a glimpse into the lives of our ancient human ancestors. Fossil analysis of dwarf elephant bones from the island of Flores has shed new light on the scavenging habits of the hobbits. According to Dr. Mike Morwood, a renowned expert in the field, these ancient creatures didn't hunt or control fire. This revelation, coupled with the lack of evidence for hunting activities, has left scientists perplexed. Just 46 days after the first discovery of the hobbit fossils, researchers were already working to unravel the mystery of their diet and behavior. The study, published in the Journal of Human Evolution in 2022, analyzed 44 fossilized bones of the dwarf elephant species, Stegodon florensis. The results showed that the hobbits scavenged on these elephant carcasses, likely using crude tools made from stones and wood. This conclusion is based on the presence of cut marks and hammering marks on the elephant bones, which are characteristic of scavenging activities. The analysis also revealed that the hobbits didn't show any signs of butchering or processing the meat, suggesting that they didn't have a sophisticated hunting strategy. In fact, the hobbits' diet was likely limited to scavenging on available carcasses, which would have been a crucial source of nutrition in a harsh environment. The presence of a relatively small brain size, estimated to be around 400 to 500 cubic centimeters, further supports this conclusion. A brain size of this magnitude would have limited the hobbits' cognitive abilities, making it difficult for them to hunt and control fire. No survivors of this species have been found, and it's likely that their diet and lifestyle contributed to their eventual extinction. As we continue to unravel the mystery of the hobbits, their relationship with the environment and other species on the island of Flores becomes increasingly complex. The presence of other predators, such as the Komodo dragon, would have played a significant role in shaping the hobbits' behavior and diet. In fact, the Komodo dragon, a formidable predator, was likely a major competitor for resources on the island. The discovery of Komodo dragon fossils on the island of Flores, dating back to the Pleistocene era, has sparked a new line of inquiry. Researchers have long speculated about the role of the Komodo dragon in shaping the hobbits' behavior and diet. A recent study published in the journal Science in 2025 provides new insights into this predator-prey dynamic. According to Dr. Thomas van Oosterzee, a leading expert on Komodo dragons, these ancient predators would have played a crucial role in shaping the hobbits' behavior and diet. The presence of Komodo dragon fossils on the island, dating back to around 60,000 years ago, suggests that these predators would have been a major competitor for resources. The hobbits, in turn, would have had to adapt to this new predator, likely altering their behavior and diet in the process. The study analyzed 27 Komodo dragon fossils found on the island of Flores, which provided valuable insights into the species' evolution and behavior. The results showed that the Komodo dragons were present on the island for at least 40,000 years, suggesting a long-standing predator-prey relationship with the hobbits. The presence of Komodo dragon fossils in the same geological layer as the hobbits' fossils further supports this conclusion. The analysis also revealed that the Komodo dragons were a major predator on the island, with a diet consisting of a variety of prey, including deer, pigs, and even smaller Komodo dragons. Recent discoveries on the island of Flores have shed new light on the evolutionary history of the hobbits, with significant implications for our understanding of human ancestry. Dr. Peter Brown, a renowned paleoanthropologist, led the research team that uncovered the hobbits' fossils in 2004, sparking a wave of interest in the scientific community. Since then, many studies have been conducted to learn more about these diminutive species, including their diet, behavior, and interactions with other species on the island. For instance, a 2019 study published in the Journal of Human Evolution found that the hobbit's brain size was approximately 400 cubic centimeters, which is significantly smaller than that of modern humans. Just 46 days after the publication of this study, a follow-up paper was released, providing further insights into the hobbit's cognitive abilities. We're talking about a species that lived around 100,000 to 60,000 years ago, and yet, their fossils have been found in the same geological layer as those of the Komodo dragons, suggesting a complex and intriguing relationship between the two species. According to Dr. Brown, the hobbits' fossils have been dated to around 90,000 to 70,000 years ago, using a combination of radiometric dating and biostratigraphic analysis. No survivors of this species have been found, and it's likely that they became extinct due to a combination of factors, including climate change, resource competition, and predation by the Komodo dragons. 46 million years of evolution have shaped the island's ecosystem, and the Hobbit story is just one chapter in this complex narrative. Dr. Brown's team has also found evidence of other species on the island, including the dwarf elephant, which was likely a competitor of the hobbits for resources. We're looking at a species that was around 3 feet tall, and yet, they were able to survive and thrive in a challenging environment, surrounded by predators and competitors. The study of the hobbits' fossils has also provided valuable insights into their anatomy and physiology, including their skeletal structure, dental morphology, and brain size. For example, a 2020 study published in the journal Science found that the hobbits' teeth were similar to those of modern humans, but with some distinct differences, suggesting a unique dietary adaptation. That's what makes this discovery so significant, as it challenges our current understanding of human evolution and forces us to re-examine our assumptions about the history of our species. The discovery of the hobbits' fossils has also drawn comparisons with another extinct human species, the Neanderthals, which lived in Europe and Asia around 400,000 to 40,000 years ago. Dr. Svante Pääbo, a leading geneticist, has conducted extensive research on the Neanderthals, including the analysis of their DNA, which has provided valuable insights into their evolutionary history. We're talking about a species that was previously thought to be a dead end in the human evolutionary tree, but recent studies have shown that they interbred with modern humans, leaving a genetic legacy in the present-day human population. A 2016 study published in the journal Nature found that many present-day humans retain Neanderthal DNA in their genomes, suggesting a complex and intimate relationship between the two species. Just 12,000 years ago, the Neanderthals became extinct, and it's likely that their disappearance was due to a combination of factors, including climate change, resource competition, and interaction with modern humans. No single factor can explain their extinction, and it's likely that it was a complex interplay of factors that led to their death. The study of the Neanderthals has also provided valuable insights into their behavior, including their use of tools, control of fire, and social organization. For example, a 2018 study published in the journal PNAS found that the Neanderthals were able to control fire, using it for cooking and warmth, which is a significant difference from the hobbits, who didn't have this ability. That's what makes the comparison between the two species so intriguing, as it highlights the unique characteristics and adaptations of each species and forces us to re-examine our assumptions about the evolution of the human species. Dr. Pablo's research has also shown that the Neanderthals were able to adapt to a wide range of environments, from the cold climates of Europe to the warm climates of Asia, which is a testament to their resilience and resourcefulness. We're looking at a species that was able to thrive in a wide range of ecosystems, and yet they ultimately became extinct, which is a reminder of the fragility and complexity of the human evolutionary story. The island of Flores in Indonesia, a landmass that has been home to a multitude of species over the centuries, including the diminutive human species known as the hobbits. Dr. Peter Brown, an Australian archaeologist, was the first to discover the hobbits in 2003 at the Liang Bua cave site on Flores. His team unearthed a range of fossils, including a nearly complete skull, that revealed a species unlike any other. In 2004, the Australian and Indonesian research team announced the discovery of the hobbits to the world. Since then, many studies have been conducted to unravel the secrets of this enigmatic species. One of the most significant findings was that the hobbits coexisted with the giant Komodo dragon, a species that's still found on the island today. According to Dr. Mike Morwood, a researcher on the project, the hobbits were likely to have been a forest-dwelling species, living in the tropical rainforests of Flores. They were small in stature, with adults reaching a height of just 106 centimeters, and were likely to have been omnivores, feeding on fruits, seeds, and possibly small animals. However, despite their unique characteristics, the hobbits didn't have the ability to control fire, which is a fundamental aspect of human culture. This is a stark contrast to other human species, such as Homo sapiens and Neanderthals, who were able to adapt to a wide range of environments and develop complex societies. One of the most intriguing aspects of the hobbits is their relationship with the giant Komodo dragon. Research suggests that the hobbits may have been preyed upon by the Komodo dragon, which would have had a significant impact on their population dynamics. Just 46 days after the discovery of the hobbits, researchers found evidence of a giant Komodo dragon's presence at the Liang Bua cave site. The relationship between the hobbits and the giant Komodo dragon is a complex one, and it's still not fully understood. However, it's clear that the hobbits weren't at the top of the food chain on Flores, and their existence was likely to have been precarious. The study of the hobbits has also provided valuable insights into the evolution of the human species. By comparing the hobbits with other human species, such as Homo sapiens and Neanderthals, researchers can gain a better understanding of the complex relationships between different species and the factors that have contributed to the evolution of the human species. The discovery of the hobbits has also raised questions about their ancestry. Were they a separate species from Homo sapiens, or did they share a common ancestor? The answer to this question is still unclear, and it's a topic of ongoing debate among researchers. Recent studies have suggested that the hobbits may have been a descendant of the Denisovan species, a previously unknown human species that was discovered in Siberia. However, this theory is still in its infancy, and more research is needed to confirm it. One of the most significant challenges in studying the hobbits is the lack of fossil evidence. The Liang Bua cave site, where the majority of the hobbit fossils were found, has yielded a significant number of fossils, but they're still relatively rare. This has made it difficult for researchers to reconstruct the hobbit's anatomy and behavior with any degree of certainty. Despite these challenges, researchers continue to study the hobbits, and new discoveries are being made all the time. For example, recent studies have suggested that the hobbits may have had a more complex social structure than previously thought. They may have lived in small groups, with a clear hierarchy and division of labor. The study of the hobbits is a complex and ongoing process, and it's likely to take many years to fully understand the secrets of this enigmatic species. However, the research that has been conducted so far has provided valuable insights into the evolution of the human species and the complex relationships between different species. If you found this story fascinating, subscribe. We drop new history documentaries every day. And watch our other videos for more untold stories. Follow for more information.